number 4 is the Dark Quarters. So this one plays a little bit like Chronicles of Crime, where there's some sort of murder mystery that you need to solve. But I think this one, and it kind of plays very much like Destinies as well, because there's like that mechanism as well. But there's a lot more background story to your character than Chronicles of Crime does. So you are part of an arcane investigator group. So we get called in whenever the police can't figure out what's going on because there's some weird voodoo stuff going. And this is when we get brought in. So it's definitely has a dark theme to it. Right. So you come across a corpse that has some sort of weird symbols carved into their chest or whatever, like cut up into their chest. So it has that dark and that kind of voodoo dark magic theme to it. So be aware of that. But, and then you kind of decide how you want to spend this a bit more like Chronicles of Crime. So be like, okay, well, this comes up. It's like, well, we really should go and visit that pub based on what we've heard. But then you do kind of want to swing by your apartment or whatever to kind of collect some items because you got your aunt's calling you for something. Like there's a lot of different little side stories to it that really builds up the life of your character, and you have to choose and decide how you're going to want to do things, or if you're going to be successful in what you're trying to do as well. So that has a whole aspect to it. And you have like the map to kind of put tokens of different place where you can go visit, but then the location are cards on the outside of the maps, more like Chronicles of Crime is. But then whether you're going to be successful or not, you're going to roll the dice. And then and depending on the total that you get, how many tokens you have that's before that token, kind of more like Destinies as well. So it's a kind of a neat mash of both of it, and a neat darker kind of theme. And there's just thing about like this one is app driven. You can pause your game. Like you can be like, okay, we'll pause. And it's like, okay, well, how many of this do you have? And the app's going to keep track of where you're at. And then kind of be like, hey, you're starting again. Make sure you grab all this. This is where you're at. And so it's very neat it's very neat. I personally enjoy the theme. I enjoy the gameplay. I definitely need to play this some more. Like it's a fairly recently added to my collection. Me and Lee played one game of it, but it's very interesting. And that is my number 4, the Dark Quarter.
So is it just one long game and then you kind of save your play in between, or how does that work?
You save your play in between, but there's multiples. Like it's not just one game. Like there'll be multiple things for you to solve as you go. But I think it's more campaign than scenario based. Like it's going to build up on the story.
I see. Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's neat.